Well, I'm underground today. I'm on the Gilded SMP server. And I've dug myself a hole, as I usually do. I'm gonna go topside and show you. And I'm still trying to find diamonds, so I'm working on that. But I can't show you up on top of the mountain how beautiful our little area is. The Distant Horizons mod lets us see really far, but not any further than where I've already been to. So you can see, oh, there's foxes. Hope they don't fall to death, but you know, we'll see about that. So here we are on top of one of the mountains. Very beautiful. And there is spawn. It's a portal, a ruined portal. And there's a few buildings already at spawn and a little village. And someone's built that and that. And down there, I know Apep was building over here. So he's like in that part of the mountain. Or right there, maybe something. And Crypt has a little house right there with a farm. And the other people, maybe something's right there. I don't know. There's some people that have spread around. They've gone, some of them have gone a little further away. But I've not done much yet. But I figured I'd stick close to spawn. It's not, it didn't feel like there would be much of a point to going really far away right away. And I claimed this mountain pretty much, but this is my only little hidey hole so far. I have enough iron. I have a full set. It hasn't been damaged yet. It will happen. Here, lava bubbling. Oh yeah, there's a lava lake right down there. My goal today is to find diamonds. I don't remember what level is best for diamonds. It shows you my age. I've been playing Minecraft for over 10 years. And so I was always used to, before you had negative Y levels, that you would pick Y13 and that would be your best layer or around there to go mining for diamonds. Now it's different. I think it's either around here or it's a little bit deeper still. I gotta look it up. Like it's all the way down to negative 59. Where is it? Right at 0 right here. You can see in the top left corner my coordinates. It's one of the small... We have a few very small mods on the server, and that's one of them. And it is really useful also because if you record, then you can look back and see where you've been. So I figure that's one of my motivations for keeping that on the screen. Not because I look at it while I'm playing, but if I was ever like found something cool on camera and then I was like, oh, where did I find that? I lost where that was at. Then I could just watch back my recording and figure it out. So I'm gonna be digging some deep slate. I love deep slate and the extra colors it brings and stuff, but it does seem like it takes a little bit longer to mine than regular stone. And yeah, oh, I found... all these were veins of clay blocks. So I have lots of clay now. Huh? Here, villagers. That does make sense, actually. You can hear also the rain. Right out there, in there, is the outside. Because the cliff goes down that way. You saw when I was up on top of the mountain. So this kind of follows the steepness of the cliff going down. So I have a bit of junk here. Let's just make a stack of cobblestone stairs. And then here I have more than a double chest of clay. So that's great. I can stash some of this to make a little bit more room. I don't know what the future will bring on the server, not only in terms of doing stuff together with the other people on, but also just my own projects. I find it more difficult than I used to in the past for playing a lot of Minecraft. Or just playing for a long stretch of time. I also don't tend to have a lot of time. Like as I'm recording this, I have to leave the house in 30 minutes or so. So I can play until then, but then I need to get going again for a bit. And that's why one thing I've decided, also because my planned project and projects didn't really get off the ground last time, that every time I do set a goal, it's gonna be something really small. So it's getting a small build done. Today it's getting diamonds, which we will see if I can make that happen in the time I have allotted. But that doesn't mean I won't be doing anything cool or building anything interesting, but I'll try to break it down into small chunks, and that way I can make sure I actually finish every little chunk and still have fun while doing it, because that's also important. More freaking clay. Got an iron shovel now. Is this gonna lead to anything, or am I just gonna be the guy who has all the clay on this server? I also gotta think if I want to do anything with all the clay, because you can't do much with clay. You can make bricks out of it, and that is most likely what I would do. Building with brick blocks used to be like a sign of luxury, like you found enough clay to make lots of bricks out of. Now you could find a villager, stonemason villager, and level them up a bit usually, and they will sell you bricks. And that way, bricks become an infinite resource, because instead of a finite supply of clay you have to find, you could just trade with other villagers for emeralds, and then trade those for more bricks. Or directly for bricks, I should say, rather than for clay. So you didn't need the clay anymore. You can also just keep the clay as is. They're pretty soft blocks, but you can use them if you like decorating with them. And you can make terracotta by firing the clay. And that could be fun, different colors. I think that needs to be one higher. Yeah, I know I've been talking already for a while, but Gilded SMP, Season 2. It's video is not nearly as cool and edited as what I did before. But that was a fun experiment too. We'll see if I can do something like that again, but some of the other people are into the more cinematic things. They'll do cool cinematic videos or role-playing, and keep an eye out for that on their channels. I'm mostly just happy to spend time in this game again and have a good time. Let's build a staircase back up. We will make this too wide. I can't go too fast because I will misclick. You see how the low contrast of... Like, there is contrast between cobblestone and deep slate, but it's still so low. And they're both fairly noisy textures that it becomes hard to see when you're there. Fix this little piece while I'm at it. There. So we need to clear that out, but for now, at least we have a shaft all the way down to into the negatives. And this is where you could set up your little deep base camp. And have iron on me, so I could just do this. And probably do something like this, have a chest, stash some of this in there. And this furnace going. There, organized. And then you can wonder, how long will it take before we hit diamonds? Or any kind of ore, but preferably diamonds. Oh, we do need to make sure we actually have torches on the hotbar. Oh! Oh, so this is like... We are down at the depths. Since this is bedrock. My cat wants to say hi. She's on my desk right now. There's not a lot of room up here for you, I'm afraid. No, there's not. You never know what the cat will do next. But right now she is in my chair with me, and she seems content. She's not, like, all comfy, but she is just sitting there purring. As long as she doesn't step on my keyboard or my computer, I'm all good with it. I had to disable the power button through Windows, so that when she jumps on top of the computer case, she can't just step on the button and turn it off while I'm trying to do work, because that has happened enough times to where I felt decisive action was required. Yeah. She uses my computer as a stepping stool to get to the windowsill. Because she does love laying up there. And especially now in the summer, if it gets too warm in the window, she will then be like, okay, I gotta cool down. And she'll lay on my computer instead. Now, if I'm working or playing games, then it's pretty warm up there as well. Well, it's been 30 minutes with no diamonds. Don't need to complain about iron. But I'm sure everyone else has diamonds already. And here I am, still left behind. Stuck in the past. I have a feeling, well, we get gold, so that's good. I'm happy with gold. It's not diamonds, though. And my pickaxe broke. And you saw by my reaction that that startled me, even though I saw it was about to break. Hit a snag, and that is lava. So I'll just make a chest and fill it up with buckets of lava to be repurposed later. I've got plenty of iron, so I should be able to capture most of it, because I would love to use it for either fuel or lighting or something. I don't know, but I feel like it's a waste to destroy it if I don't have to. I don't like breaking these blocks either and watching them fall into lava. But we gotta make some room to be able to see all the lava. Honestly, I don't need to get rid of all the lava. Maybe I will do that later. But I just need to be able to make a path to be able to go forward with my mining. Oh, I know what I want, actually. I got myself some glass. So I figure, what if we actually tear down this wall? And then we patch it up with glass blocks. Now we can look at pretty lava while we walk through here. We can even put it on the floor. And break it if we accidentally put it somewhere where we don't want it. Okay, so this is pretty ugly now as well, but you can see through the lava. So I think that is some kind of progress. And we're going to keep going to try and find diamonds. Gravel. Is that a sign of diamonds? It is a sign of diamonds. Hell yeah. Here, celebrate this with me. Diamonds.